Okay, let's talk about the First Descendant. For those of you guys that don't know, the First Descendant is akin to games such as Warframe, Destiny 2, and you can even see a little bit of Borderlands in it. Now, it's a looter shooter, just like the mentioned games. I played a bit of it over at twitch.tv, as well as I did end up actually posting on the channel a video of some of what I played over on stream. And I'll be honest, the gameplay you're watching in the background is of the First Descendant, by the way. I like the gameplay, but I don't like the repetitiveness of it. And the story is meh at best, okay? Which could be like warning signs for the First Descendant. I'm hoping that I'm wrong. Because this was just the open beta, so it might actually change, which I am very hopeful. The parts I liked when you were doing missions, you actually didn't have a loading screen. You weren't bothered by a loading screen, not really. You basically went to a beacon, activated it, it said mission start, and then you just continue on walking to the mission. I mean, now the unfortunate downside of that is that since you just walk to the mission and the loading screen, it doesn't load another map. So basically it says go from point A to point B and then to point C. Then you'll go back to point B, back to point C, back to point B, and then you complete the mission, start another mission, do the same exact thing because we're on the same map type thing. Now, I don't know if that was just for beta's sake or if that is like the only maps type thing, if that's how you complete the missions type thing, which, it is what it is. There's pros and cons to no loading screen. Just look at games like Outriders, which was a pretty brilliant game, but unfortunately did suffer balancing issues in the worst possible way. See, the devs of that game, Outrider, thought that they would suffer a lot of balancing issues. So, skills that players were having fun with and whatnot, they decided to nerf into the ground. And then that just killed enjoyment for basically almost everyone. So most people quit playing the game. Technically, you can actually go play Outriders as far as I know, but it's one of those things that people ended up getting tired of their favorite things being nerfed into the ground. And for the most part, interest died down, so on and so forth. And then we have Anthem. Anthem suffered from lack of story, among other stuff, but I think the biggest thing was lack of story. And the First Descendants, not a really big story. If you don't want to know the story, skip ahead like 30 seconds. But basically, small spoiler alert, you are the first descendant, and what happens is you have to destroy a thing, but the faction that you work for wants to control that thing. But you want to be, but you, a ghost lady, tells you to be edgy and destroy it for the world. So yeah, that's basically it. I haven't got too far. There might be more to it in the future. Hopefully there is. I really hope there is. I hope it's one of those, it's not the destination, it's a journey type thing. And they do a whole bunch of fun gameplay type stuff. I really do. And as for unlocking characters, you unlock them. You can either buy them with premium currency as of right now, or you can actually earn the component, earn slash farm for slash whatever you want to call it, the components, but you'll have to use in-game currency to research them and whatnot. If you played Warframe, you sort of understand that mechanic as far as researching them and farming for their parts and whatnot. They are called cores in the First Descendant, whereas in Warframe, they're actually called blueprints. You need components and stuff and whatnot. So that's okay. The pricing seemed a little bit wonky to me, but that could just be because as of playing it, it was in open beta, so they could still be deciding prices, so those could have been placeholder prices, which I really hope they will. But yeah, I'm hoping a lot of things get ironed out once it gets final, because I really want to like this game a lot, okay? Because I really liked the gameplay. Just the gameplay of it all. It's just smooth. The gameplay it runs so smooth. That is the biggest thing that I look for in games like this. How smooth the gameplay is. Now, I don't know how much I can forgive lack of story. Maybe I can forgive a lack of a story if the gameplay is compelling enough. I've done that before. And I would like to mention also that this game has like a modding type system too. So it's pretty cool. It has the potential to have many different layers. But yeah, I feel like I'm rambling at this point. So definitely let me know in the comment section below. Were you able to check out this game in open beta? Or were you waiting for the full release of it? Or are you just not even going to bother because you've been burnt by games in the past? In which case, I fully understand. Say no more. Let me know your thoughts, comment section below. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.